October 30th, President Donald Trump directed the U.S. military to immediately resume nuclear weapons testing after a 33-year pause, a decision seemingly aimed at sending a signal to rival nuclear powers, China and Russia. However, he did not specify whether he was referring to flight tests of nuclear-capable missiles or the revival of explosive nuclear testing, an activity that both the U.S. and Russia have refrained from conducting for over 30 years. After Trump's order, the U.S. Air Force Global Strike Command conducted a test launch of an unarmed Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile on November 5th early morning from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, according to U.S. media reports citing a base press release. In response, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov confirmed that the U.S. had informed Russia about the test. On November 5th, Russia's TASS news agency reported that President Vladimir Putin has directed the Foreign Ministry, Defense Ministry, intelligence agencies, and relevant civilian authorities to prepare proposals for potential nuclear weapons testing post-US ICBM test. Amid these ongoing developments, Trump, being Trump, made an outrageous comment hinting at nuclear testing. "We could blow up the world 150 times. Was it a clear warning from Trump to Putin, or just another statement? POTUS left it open-ended for the Russian president to interpret.
Well, look, we had a tremendous meeting, as you know, with President Xi in China, and my doctrine would be denuclearization, because we have enough nuclear. We're number one, Russia's number two, China's number three, way behind, but they'll be even in 4 or 5 years. They're, working overtime on nuclear weapons. I think that denuclearization would be a great thing. We could blow up the world 150 times. There's no need for this. So I really think we're going to have, I've spoken to President Putin about it, I've spoken to President Xi about it, and everybody would like to spend all of that money on other things, people that really, things that can benefit people now. So I think something like that could happen, the denuclearization. It's really, I want peace through strength, but we want peace all over the world, and we're very close to getting it. We had a lot of wars raging that people didn't know about. Now they're not raging anymore. We have one left, and we're going to hopefully get that taken care of.
The POTUS's statement did not go unnoticed. Russia listened to Trump carefully and now seeks clarification from the U.S. regarding the nuclear tests. On November 7th, in a press briefing, Russian Foreign Ministry questioned, "Is it about testing the delivery systems of nuclear weapons? Or does Washington consider resuming under false pretexts the explosive testings of nuclear elements contrary to provisions of the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, CTBT?"
As far as can be judged at this point, based on the materials that have been published, we are talking about relatively routine actions, but I want to emphasize once again that this is only a preliminary assessment. At the same time, it is noteworthy that this event followed the ambiguous statements made by the U.S. president regarding his intentions to step up testing activities related to nuclear weapons, allegedly in response to certain equivalent, as it was stated, actions by Russia and China. At the same time, the legitimate question still remains for many, including within the United States itself, namely whether this refers to intensifying the testing of nuclear weapons delivery systems. That was the subject under discussion. Or is it that Washington is actually considering, under contrived pretext, the direct resumption of explosive testing of nuclear warhead components in violation of the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty? I think these are the questions that representatives of the United States of America should probably answer. If it is the second scenario I mentioned, then of course this will undoubtedly create an extremely negative dynamic and trigger reciprocal actions from other countries, including Russia. This is exactly what the president of our country, Vladimir Putin, was talking about the other day when he commented on this issue.
Watch Putin's address on November 5th on Russia's nuclear capabilities and ongoing developments. Was it a silent warning to Trump? Only time will tell.
A new generation of weapon types is already being developed based on such power units. Moreover, work has begun on the next generation of cruise missiles with nuclear engines. Their speed will be more than 3 times the speed of sound, and in the future, they will become hypersonic. We recently discussed this with some of the colleagues present in this hall. The work on the Poseidon device is closely connected with the development of the Burevestnik as well. The technologies used in them, many of the innovations are unique and complement each other. Of course, the creators of Poseidon also had to solve specific challenges related to managing the underwater complex. I mean, the advanced materials, units and components specifically required for this product, which enabled high speed and a great diving depth of up to 1,000 meters. And as for the speeds, they are several times higher than those of all modern surface ships. I want to especially emphasize this. Such technological breakthroughs do not emerge out of thin air. This is without a doubt the embodiment of the hard work and talent of many generations of our great compatriots who began and persistently carried out such research back in the second half of the last century. And of course, your success in creating other highly complex systems like Burevestnik and Poseidon are evidence of the enormous potential and capabilities of our modern science, universities and educational institutions, general education schools, industry and the economy as a whole. I would like to note, and this is important as I have already mentioned, it is especially important that only domestically produced materials are used in Burevestnik and Poseidon. Thanks to broad cooperation, and I want to emphasize this once again, thousands and thousands of people and specialists have created a true treasure trove of new materials, technologies, unmanned systems, software and digital solutions and components for the element base. Their application will allow us to achieve breakthroughs not only in the defense industry, but also in many civilian sectors as we implement a whole range of priority national projects and programs, including in small nuclear energy, in the creation of power plants for the Arctic zone, and in the exploration of both deep and near space. This includes providing energy for a space transport ship designed to carry heavy cargo, which we are currently developing and working on, as well as for a future station on the moon. The new principles and algorithms of Poseidon will provide a significant boost to the advancement of unmanned vehicles, furthering shipbuilding, navigation systems, and autonomous shipping, including in the Arctic during the development of the Trans-Arctic Transport Corridor and other routes. The compact size, weight, and volume of the developed nuclear installations, along with their safety and reliability, make it possible to flexibly use them in creating energy sources for the extraction of mineral resources in hard-to-reach areas, including the Arctic shelf, for providing light and heat to remote territories and settlements, and for increasing the efficiency of underwater expeditions in the exploration of the world ocean. As for the component base and the electronic systems of Burevestnik and Poseidon, they will be used in the creation of powerful computers and in the development of digital infrastructure, as well as in control and communication systems. Let me repeat. A tremendous foundation for the future has been created, and we will definitely continue to move forward. I know that you are already carrying out this work, not just in your plans, but also in your calculations, blueprints on test benches and ranges, developing a new generation of weapons and equipment. I wish you success in tackling the most challenging tasks. I know, I am absolutely certain that you and your colleagues are ready for this. Dear friends, our country does not threaten anyone. Russia, like all other nuclear powers, is developing its nuclear potential, developing its strategic capabilities. Everything we are talking about now is work that was announced long ago. All our plans for creating advanced weapon systems, for developing the defense industry, for equipping the Russian army and navy with modern technology and weaponry are being fulfilled. I am referring to the creation and deployment on combat duty of the latest avant-garde strategic missile system. We have created and deployed and begun serial production of the Oreshnik medium-range missile system and have equipped our intercontinental ballistic missiles and submarine-launched missiles with modern systems, overcoming missile defense systems. And this year, we will put the Sarmat heavy intercontinental missile system into trial combat duty, and next year it will be placed on full combat duty. And finally, the reason why we have gathered here today. Finally, Russia is acquiring both the Burevestnik cruise missile with unlimited range and the Poseidon unmanned underwater vehicle, both equipped with nuclear power units. All our plans are being fulfilled. They are being fulfilled thanks to people like you, your colleagues, the teams of design bureaus, industrial enterprises, scientific centers, thanks to the workers, engineers, scientists, professors of our universities, true patriots who faithfully serve the motherland and our cause. Thank you very much.